Hi there, this is Frozen Joe, and I'm here to do another fig video review. And today I'll be reviewing LSU Purple, which is this large tree in front of us here. This tree was planted in this location in the spring of 2011, and I purchased it in the fall of 2010. And it's just grown tremendously in that time. LSU Purple is a very vigorous, fast-growing tree, very productive. You can see there are figs just all over it. Basically, almost at every leaf here, there is a fig forming. And in addition to that, there are Brebas forming where there are no leaves. Now today is kind of interesting because today will be my first day this year eating fruit from this tree. And the interesting thing is that both a Breba fig and a main crop fig are ripe today. So this year, oddly enough, the Breba and the main crop are ripening at the same time. So let me take these and cut them open and see how they are. Okay, now the longer, skinnier one is the main crop, and the shorter, fatter one here, I'll start with that one, is the Breba. Breba, main crop. Now usually the Breba will start earlier than the main crop, but for some reason this year, I know the timing of the crops are a little bit weird this year. I'm seeing this Breba is really starting late on some of these trees. I mean, where it's, you know, the main crop is already starting, and these Brebas are just getting going too. And some of the trees that normally are starting their main crop by now have not started yet. So it's a little bit of a weird year. I'm not sure why. But let me give these a try here. I'll start with the Breba first. It's very soft. That is an LSU Purple Breba fig. The inside is like an amber. Some of these get like kind of like a watermelon sort of color in there, like a little light pink sort of color. This one doesn't really have too much of that. There might be like a little bit of red in there in the center, just a little speckling off it, but it's pretty much just amber. It looks very soft. It's juicy. Let me give it a taste. It tastes pretty good. It's sweet. Very soft, very sweet, nice and juicy. LSU Purple to me, it has a very distinctive flavor compared to other figs. If the fig isn't dead ripe, I tend to not really like these too much. This one is nice and ripe. This one is good. I'm enjoying that. That was good. Put that down. I'll cut open the main crop. And for those of you who don't know the difference between main crop and Breba, basically all that difference is that the Breba grows on last year's wood and the main crop grows on this year's wood. A lot of trees don't really produce a good Breba crop. But here you go. Here's the main crop for LSU Purple. See that? Now this has a lot of like purplish color along the edge of the skin there, but the interior pretty much the same as the Breba's interior. I'm really hoping this tree produces good main crops this year. There you go, the main crop. Let me taste it. It's good too. Very sweet. Very, very sweet. That distinctive flavor. Soft texture, juicy. Wow. This one is sweeter than the Breba was. This is like candy sweet. This is good. You know, this tree, just being a few years old, has not produced the best tasting figs, you know, thus far. but it has a reputation for doing that the first few years and then for improving. So I'm hoping this year will be, really good as far as figs go. It just grows tremendously. I mean, this tree's got to be a good 8 or 9 feet tall, and it just sprawled out. If you look at it from the side here, it just sprawls out. It grows like sprawling out to the sides. It doesn't grow too tall straight up like a tree form. It's just this wide sprawling sort of thing, and super productive, very healthy, very vigorous. The strongest growing of all the trees I have, fig trees. So I have to say, this is good. This surprised me with these figs. Very good Breba and main crop. The flavor is improving over time, as people say, and if the figs are good this year, I mean, that would be excellent, because there's a ton of them out there. This tree it started producing figs now. Today is June 12th, and this tree is going to keep ripening figs until early December, just constantly. There will be no interruption, just constant supply of figs. Figs usually on my fig trees don't taste so good after about mid-November when the weather cools. Although last fall the figs from this tree were still pretty good after that for what they were. So there you go, LSU Purple. It's improving, like people say. Thanks for watching.